through receiver routes and be a threat. Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, he'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down and 3.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. A 1st down picked up on the ground. Here's 1st and 10.
San Antonio.
Now a give on the ground, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to... Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
Now a timeout for injury. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Snowhawks offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They, of course, come into this one the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand. 2 more wins in the playoffs. They're trying to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. They go to work here, 1st and 10.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 28.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll run. It's a counter. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's a 3-point game here early on. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Second and inches. To the ground, he'll get it again. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll try and get there on the ground.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
Here's a toss as they look to run. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
To throw. This one caught at the 4. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. That's going to set up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Toronto.
When I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
That's the score. Snowhawks 7, Dragons 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Dragons offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were nearly perfect in the regular season. Just the 1 loss, 16-1 regular season, 2 more wins in the playoffs. Now looking for a 19th victory of this year. And, of course, the one that matters most, the Super Bowl title. They work here on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Dobbins. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense comes away with a turnover.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal. Now a timeout for injury. Without question. Something you never want to see. Especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Snowhawks. Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Snowhawks extend their advantage to 14-3.
Dragons 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Dragons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They were nearly perfect in the regular season. Just the one loss, 16-1 regular season, 2 more wins in the playoffs. Now looking for a 19th victory of this year. And, of course, the one that matters most, the Super Bowl title. They work here on 1st down. 2nd and 10.
On the deep ball. It leads to 2nd and 10.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. In trouble, and down he goes.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
The Dragons getting their punt team out here.
At his own 49-yard line.
That's taken at about the 14, and it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30. The Snowhawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. They, of course, come into this one the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand, 2 more wins in the playoffs to try to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. They go to work here, 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. Now this offense could use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Quick throw, taken in. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It is 3rd and long. Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out. And instead, well, we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
1st down, Dragons.
Now, faking the give. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the 1st down.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. From the 23, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Third and inches.
They'll run the sneak. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a first down picked up.
First down.
First and 10.
San Antonio.
Up the middle they go. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second and 7.
At the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. A short game. Down to the 7.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Dragons. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
The offense will line up for a 2-point.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That'll be caught. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Snowhawks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Third and 11.
Third down and 11.
They'll look to set up the screen here. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
This fielded inside the 35. The Dragons offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with first and 10. On the ground, here's Goblins. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's third down.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Dragons punt team unit comes out as he's on to punt for the second time. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Snowhawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Looking to throw here on second and 10. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 5. Brings up third and 6.
He'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
The Dragons' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. With Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They send a receiver in motion left. A toss left side, caught by his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Snowhawks offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with first and 10. Travel start on the ground, and he's going to be taken down for 37. They get 11 and quickly pick up first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Fourth quarter on first and 10, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. On second and 10, they'll try to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. On now, it's the punt team for the Snowhawks, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Dragons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the RPO. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now here's a keeper on his own read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
16-yard line.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Snowhawks offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the ground, a 1st down run.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Dragons offense ready for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up. And set up a third down.
And 6 yards to go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Dragons.
They try the right side this time. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 1 yard.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
14-yard line.
Back to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. 14 on the pickup. That's enough for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now a give on the ground. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Here is a big one. Third down and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is 4th down.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Snowhawks offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
It's 2nd and 8.
Sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dragons offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. On an end, left side, it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
A pickup of 12 yards, and that will be a first down. Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Dobbins. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A run with Dobbins. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. He took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. So wind up a turnover on down.
What a stand there. 4th and goal, game on the line. It looks like this offense is putting together a game-winning drive, and the defense comes out with the stop of the day.
Thrown back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. He is out of bounds. He's going to mark him at the 24-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. And this franchise has done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So the impossible dream has come true. 17 regular season games without a loss. 2 more in the playoffs. And now, Greg, win number 20 on the year here in the Super Bowl to cap off an immaculate season.
And I think at this point, even the guys down there in Miami have no choice but to tip their cap. I mean, think about what this team was able to accomplish, Mike. To go an entire NFL season long without one off week. 1 single misstep all season long. I'm not sure if we can plan on seeing another perfect season ever again. So to be here and witness history, all we can do is enjoy it.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium, making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. My partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.